All right, so you were asking about, well, maybe we'll do some chest pummeling after, but we'll go on to the clinch or the plumb, right? So in general, the thought is that if you're in the plumb, it's already too late. If you're actually in the point where I've got you here, it's too late to do too much in the way of counters. The counter's got to come while I'm trying to get into the plumb. So you understand, the plumb is the point in tie box where you see them in the clinch, right? Where I've got my head on the back, I've got my hand on the back of his head, I'm pulling him down, I'm holding my own wrist or forearm, I squeeze my elbows and I pull him into my chest. Once he's pulled into my chest, it's a little bit late. There are things, but for the Filipino arts, what we try to do is we try to counter before. So if he's reaching for the neck, right, and he gets the first arm up, so generally, if I get the first arm up, I'm generally going to pull him into the second arm. Right? So that's, you don't want to get to that point. The moment this arm is coming up, the first one is just I'm going to clear and put my hand in. Right? Actually, the very first one is just to insert your hand, but that really relies on you being bigger and stronger. So the moment I feel that contact, I'm going to shove that arm up and put my arm in. And then he's going to do the same thing. Yeah. So that's number one. It's just to parry and reach through. Go ahead. Number two is that I'm going to parry and bicep hit, right? So I hit the bicep and then put it through. Yeah, that's it. You can do it. So you parry first, so slap it, and yeah, there you go, and then reach through, right? Because that causes, so if this arm doesn't fully pull off, that tends to open it up, right? So don't do that one too hard. Just do it a couple times to get the idea. But after that, you kind of just gesture it and put it in, but that's there. Yeah. And then to know that in the Filipino arts that when you do the neck grab, this is actually into the eye at the same time. So when I'm doing that, that's into the eye as I do the, yeah, right? So that's once again sporting, yeah, non-sporting. So don't do it because even accidentally it's easy to do. So just know that it's there and that reaches that. So we've got, right? So the first one we have is just parry and reach, parry and reach. Second one is parry, gunt and reach, parry, gunt and reach, parry, gunt and reach. Yeah. Third one is I'm going to parry and I'm going to try to raise an elbow. Yeah. Right? So we grab. I really want to get my elbow to hit his biceps if I can. If I can get it there, that's where I want it to go. And he reaches. And the last one is that I'm going to gunt. I'm going to hit his kidney as I parry. So you do it to me. That's a slap the kidney. Yeah. Right? When you do that slap, it's actually very disconcerting, right? Especially if you get it right there. And once again, I do one sort of feel it, and after that, I'm just going to lightly brush my finger. But really, the shot is right in that kidney, and it's a slap. If I hit his arm ball and try to get down, let's do one more time to me. Yeah, I hit you nice. So that's like, but after that, I kind of just slap it, and we know that that's what just happened, right? So we work those, and then at any point, go ahead, clear off. When he's doing it, and he grabs me, any point where I do a clear, I can switch. Go for the other one. And then you can do it. So parry and clear, or do whichever one you want. Then you can grab the other side, right? So you can do that. Or you can stay on the same. So yeah, there you go, right? So that's actually a little bit harder for me to deal with. So you want to try that for a little bit? Like I said, there are, and we will go over some stuff to do once this is kind of in. But really, it's considered to be too. Once I've rolled you over and grabbed this other hand around, it's getting too late to try to get out of the plumb. It's more to survive the plumb at that point until you can get a moment where he's going to release. Right? Because generally, once they get you in here, they're bringing you up from knees, or they're turning your head and they're bringing the knee here. It gets really nasty. We'll do some plumb and how to deal with it, but it's like it's trying to deal with the punch after you've been hit. And it's too late at that point. You want to stop when the punch is coming. You want to stop the punch before it comes. The same with the moment I know this arm is coming. I know he's going to try to reach with the other arm, right? So I know that the other arm is going to come. So I'm going to try to interrupt. Can we give that a try? You want to see them again very slowly? So the first one is just I'm going to parry the arm off, right? And once his arm is the other one is I can pull it. If his arm is bent, I might not be able to push it, so I can pull it, right? And then I can push it and open it. Because the moment I pull his arm, he's going to react. Yeah, now I can usually get in there. All right, so anyways, the first one is just to parry the arm off and reach my own arm up. Parry the arm off, reach my arm up. Second one is to parry and gunt. Parry and gunt, or hit with the elbow, right? So the next one is to parry and elbow. Get in there. We missed. Yeah, it's hard to get. Yeah, there you go. And the last one is to hit the kidney at the same time as I parry and then gunt. Right? And we should say the real last one is actually to pull, right? And then once I pull, I shove it back.
Right.
So there is one where also, I don't like this one as much, where you pull, you try to pull your head out. I don't like that one as much. I find that one harder to do, but you should be aware. A lot of the guys do it, they pull away from it, and then they pull the arm off as they pull away, because you can go to an arm bar and stuff. All right, and give that a try. I'm demonstrating with you because I'm assuming this stuff is familiar.
Not everything, but
The idea is,
okay. I don't do them too often, even if I see them sometimes. But.
Okay, so you give that a try. So be nice to each other because it's hard on your neck. So I don't do it where I pull him in really, really tight, because it's repetitively hard on your neck. Since we know we're going to be repetitive, I place my arm. That's enough to give the idea of the control, right? You know that it's really here, but you can feel that gets hard. So place it. So first one is just to clear and reach. Yeah, that's it, right? Keep it there, right? So clear and reach. Second one is that I'm going to clear and grunt and reach. Right? Disturbing. Next one is as I clear. I always clear because I'm also worried about that other hand. So I'm getting my elbow up. I do clear here, pop. Yeah, that's it. Right? And the last one is I hit the kidney. So I hit the kidney, grunt, grab. Hit the kidney.
Is that first?
Yeah. As you slap the other at the same time, yeah, and then you keep doing it. So I slap here and here, and then I double back. You can also do this, and if you wanted to, you can go here and here. And that'll still work. Okay, let's try. And then there's the pull. Sorry, last one. The semi-last one is that I pull, right? And then usually after I pull, he tends to pull back. The moment I've disengaged him here, he pulls back. So now it becomes easier to insert my arm. It also stops him from turning me. When he wants to turn me that way, if I pull this arm, see now he's harder for him to get that hand to play, right? So then I pull back. And you can always switch sides at any point.
Right.
All right, so you guys try that for a little bit. So what I want you to do now is go back to the full pump to start at the wrist, right? And you can go and you can get arm control, and you can try and reach up to the neck. Now you got to clear, yeah, and you got to try and take that and go back. So I want you to start putting all the stuff together. Okay. One of the things I should point out too, when we're talking about the difference between sport and non-sport, is the Filipino version of the arm drag. Instead of pulling it under here and passing through, the Filipino one, they actually try to get it here. Okay? Try to get the arm bar there. And the moment you pull back, and they pull you in. That's their version of it, because they're more interested in destroying the joint, and rather than trying to take the back, they're more interested in hurting your arm right here. So, anyways, can you put them all together?
Can you do the takedown part?
What I just did now?
Thanks.
When I go for so if we're in the control, right, and I go for the arm drag, instead of pulling through this way, I'm going to pull and hit my body here. I put this arm in, and when he starts to reset, I just pull the arm in. So I'm cutting in, right? Because he's generally, the moment he feels this and this, he's going to try to push back. When he pushes back, there's the takedown. Okay? Yeah. All right. So mix them in. Wrist, bicep, neck control, and the tricep control. You do arm drags. Yeah, remember what you got. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, because it's bicep control. There you go, now use an arm drag. Check it, arm drag. Yeah.